I've sure made a lot of Dead Island 2 videos recently discussing recent news and announcements, but I haven't really given myself an opportunity to be straightforward about my own personal thoughts with the current state of the game, so that's why we're here for today. It really has been nice seeing this game come to light these past few months, but there are concerns I've built up over time that some of you may have as well. Up until the last few weeks, we've gotten gameplay that has been extremely cut up, but now we do have a solid chunk of unedited gameplay, showing more of how this game actually plays. I've made a few videos on this now, breaking down its pros and cons, but it really is easier to notice the jankiness and occasional problems. Or that's just my mind, I don't know. But you see things like the hits of your weapon not impacting zombies the way it should, flinging them the wrong way or just not making a difference at all. You also notice a lot of duplicated zombies right next to each other, or even sometimes you'll see yourself in a group of zombies, as they individually wait for the closer ones to get killed first, before moving ahead towards the player. In other words, the AI seems a little bit off. It is something small, but it really does go a long way when most of the game you're killing similar types of zombies over and over again. I have read the boss fights are fairly strong, with Butcher the Clown being a highlight. I really do hope for every boss fight though they continue to find ways to make the zombies feel unique. Boss fights are one of those things they've kept mostly hidden, leaving it up to us to speculate. Apparently though, no human enemies will be in the game, so don't expect any boss fights of that kind. Once I heard this for the first time, I found myself frustrated with the fact that they're taking a step back from the original in such a way, and it sure isn't the only way. No cars are drivable, or you can't akimbo weapons like the 2015 version of the game. There's a ton of things they may not really think of that make a huge difference. I am willing to keep an open mind though, as I am genuinely looking forward to this game. But when I step back, take the nostalgia glasses off, and look at this game for what it is, we basically have seen most of it all before. There have been so many zombie slashers that at this point I really do question in some ways how to make this one unique. The more I gave it some time and actually thought about it though, the less I thought it actually mattered. Some of my favorite games ever were heavily inspired by things that came before it, so everything has to start from somewhere, right? I really do think there's a lot of potential for Dead Island 2, but I don't know how far they can go with it. As a zombie brawler, you could always add a PvP mode, possibly 3v3s. I really do hope the co-op in general runs smoothly. On another note, I do think this game could have a ton of fun minigames, to be honest. Rather it's playing a little bowling minigame or an arcade machine, things that bring LA to life. It is kind of a lot to ask for, but it is something the Yakuza games or something like Dead Rising does extremely well. This game actually does remind me of Dead Rising in a lot of ways, with a similar tone and campiness. I actually think some people will disagree with me on this, but I am looking forward to having this new card system, more than a skill tree. With a skill tree, you immediately know what skills there are to unlock once you see it for the first time. But with grinding for these cards, it seems to be more randomized. Like, you never really know what type of card could drop from a zombie. It really does allow you to customize your own playstyle, hopefully not monetized in a shitty way. I think for a lot of people, seeing full-on raw gameplay will be their judgment call. As for right now, we have no idea as to how the game will actually play. One last thing I could hope for is a ton of fun random encounters like I got from the original. But yeah, that's gonna be all for today. As long as the game has a smooth launch and is a ton of fun, I call that a win. Thanks for listening to what I had to say, and stop by next time. Peace.